Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for checking my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna clean up the shoes that I found in the thrift store. First, I remove all of the laces. Then I soak the laces with the Dawn liquid dishwashing soap. I mix it with water. And after that, I use soft brush to wipe off any loose dirt or dust on the shoes, and I did the same on the other one. Then I vacuum the inside of the shoes to make sure that there's no dirt inside. And now it's time to clean up the outside of the shoes. Here I have a soapy water. It's a mixture of a saddle soap and the warm water. When you clean up the outside of the shoes, make sure that you only clean up portion by portion, because if you will not do that, it's gonna ruin your shoes. Then after you clean up with the soapy water, also make sure that you pat them or dry them with a dry towel right away. Yeah, just make sure that everything's being dried. By the way, I found these shoes, these ColeHaan shoes in the thrift store. This was a color of the day. This was 12.99. So since it was a color of the day, I only got it for 6.49. So if you were me, are you gonna grab it or are you gonna skip it? So these shoes is a real leather and it's made from Brazil. So very pretty. By the way, yeah, there's a lot of scrubbing in there. But it's worth it because after you clean them up, they are so very beautiful and you can't believe them that you got them for only 6.49. And yeah, don't make sure that you don't forget to clean up the bottom part of the shoes too. Yeah, in the bottom of the shoes there's a lot of scrubbing. Yeah, scrub, because there are some of a small rocks that's being stuck in the bottom, so I tried to scrub them really good to make sure that they are being removed. Then yeah, I dry them right away too, to make sure that they are not being soaked, because I don't want my shoes to be ruined. And now, since we are done cleaning the outside of the shoes, it's time to clean the inside. First, I remove the tag. Then I have a mixture of a vinegar and the warm water here that I'm gonna use to clean up the inside. Same thing with I did earlier. I only clean up portion by portion. Then since the back part of the cloth that I use is dry, I just use it to dry the area that's been wet, because I used the soapy. No, it's not soapy. It is a vinegary solution to clean up the inside. There's a lot of work, but it's worth it after you're done cleaning it, because they become so beautiful. And now, since I'm done cleaning the inside of the shoes with a mixture of a vinegar and water, it's time to hydrate the shoes. But before you do that, always make sure that your shoes is already dry. So I waited for a few hours for it, but since my shoes is already dry there, I applied the leather CPR, I make sure that all part of the shoes is being applied. Yeah, then I massage them, rub them. A lot of rubbing, but it's worth it. And also I brush them. Brushing helps too to make your shoes become more beautiful. And now here you are. So pretty. And here I put the shoe tree inside the shoes because this will help to keep the shapes of our shoes, and it also stops the creases from forming, and it will help our shoes last longer. And since the shoes has a metal on it, I use the brasso to clean it. So I rub them in the middle and I left them there for a few minutes. And after a few minutes, I came back, then I start cleaning it. I rub it with a towel, but since there's still a lot of white left over, so I use my brush to scrub it to remove all of the white stuff or the brasso that I put on the middle. And then I did the same with the other shoes. Since it's already clean, it's time to put or apply the mink oil. Mink oil, it conditions and waterproofs the leather shoes, keeping them supple and crack-free. So it's so nice if you put them. It also adds a, subtle shine like a gentle polish. As you can see in my video, the shoes is shiny. It becomes shinier and so beautiful. A lot of scrubbing, but it's worth it because I only bought this for 6.49, and now look at this. It look like it's not being worn. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I make sure that I applied all part of the shoes. And I did the same with the other shoes too. A lot of scrubbing, then I also like brush them after I apply the mink oil. And now, since we are done cleaning and hydrating the shoes, it's time to put back the shoelaces. And here you are. Look so beautiful. Now it look like new. Thank you so much for watching.